Hey, on. Hey. You know what's funny though is the more goofiness he does, I think is the reason we get more things too sometimes. Just him just being him. It gets attention.
Okay, I want to show y'all something here on this video. This is footage I used in a recent video, and when we got up in here, I started feeling like we were being watched. When you're feeling that, it's like a pressure on your head. And actually, Mike here too. Mike in the video here, he's a little more sensitive to him, and he was already feeling it before this. And then once we got up in here, I started feeling it. So I want to show you this little part right here. Alright, so this is from my footage. So I was feeling that this area right up in here around this tree and all this really thick stuff, I was feeling like we were being watched. You're still not doing anything? I still feel that it feels like it's up in there. And I said Mike went up in there after I told him I was feeling it here. Mike went up in over here. And when he got close to this, his ears started having pressure in his ears, because he's more sensitive to them than I am. With me, it's just like a pressure on my head. So I did a lot of filming over in there, and I'm showing all of it here. I'm trying to show you all of the footage, because I do have people some of my viewers, some of y'all will go on here and pause it and take screenshots. Some of y'all will email me some of the pictures, stuff that you're seeing, and a lot of times you're seeing something before I do.
We saw something right over in here. They were using these woods to hide. That's what we were looking at. So it would have been right over in here where we saw that.
Yeah.
Because it was right by this tree. It was in that block of woods right there that we saw something.
Okay.
But I mean,
we could go up here a little bit and then come back and look around.
Exactly. We gotta go by that way.
Search around right there a little bit.
We gotta go right by it.
Okay. We're being watched now. Trying to tell which way it's coming from. We're being watched.
Oh, you can feel it?
I can feel it now, yeah. This is the first time I felt it since we've been out here.
This is the area he thought he saw something.
Yeah, it's right back there. We'll look around back there when we come back. But yeah, I'm feeling something right in here watching us.
You feel like something's watching us?
Yeah, I feel it now, yeah.
Is the meter doing anything?
What's the meter doing? Nothing.
It's doing nothing.
Okay.
But do you still feel it?
Yeah, I feel it, yeah. Feels like it's over in there. Yeah. This is the first time I've felt it since we've been out here. Yeah, it is, yeah. Yeah.
You don't see that very often. Trees like that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel it now, Mike. I feel it now. I feel like we're being watched. Feels like it's coming from over in that area.
Which is still kind of pushed back from where we were aiming and looking.
Yeah.
Can you go 5 minutes without doing that?
Look, I'm Kylie. Yeah, I'm Kylie. I don't know how to do it.
Just play it safe.
No, we can keep going on up here. It'll probably follow us along. No, all right.
Why are you looking at me?
Yeah. Yeah, it's got a lot of hiding area over there.
A lot of places to cover in here.
Mm-hmm. Meter's still not doing anything?
Nope.
I still feel it. It feels like it's up in there.
I think it's crazy how most of the time you're the only one that feels that. I never have that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
The only time I had that feeling was once about when I found that deer carcass.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's the only time I have ever, felt like something was going on.
That was at the hill.
Meter's still not doing anything?
Nope.
I still feel it. It feels like it's up in there.
I think it's crazy how most of the time you're the only one that feels that. I never have that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
The only time I had that feeling was once about when I found that deer carcass. And all the other skulls that we had found and bones.
So not the one that you found over here. Not that one.
No, that was the hog skull. Yeah. It was like a year ago. Well, maybe not that long. No, it might have been about a year ago when we found that. But I just think it's crazy how, like, I think Mike draws these things.
Yeah.
He's the only one that feels like we're being watched. I even try to feel it, but I don't.
Yeah.
My ears got pressure on them when I started getting close to that tree. Like that. The feeling got worse, you know?
Yeah. That's what it's not really my ears, but it's like a pressure on my head.
Yeah, it's like, but I feel it in my ears more.
Uh-huh. Okay.
It's like the closer I get, the more pressure I get.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a year ago. No, maybe not that long. No, it might have been about a year ago when we found that. But I just think it's crazy how, like, I think Mike draws these things.
Yeah.
He's the only one that feels like we're being watched. I even try to feel it, but I don't.
Yeah.
My ears got pressure on them when I
I
started getting
know,
close to that tree. Like that. The feeling got worse, you know?
Yeah. That's what it's not really my ears, but it's like a pressure on my head.
Yeah, it's like, but I feel it in my ears more.
Uh-huh. Okay.
It's like the closer I get, the more pressure I get.
Mm-hmm.
I never felt like any kind of pressure or like a headache, like a lot of people do.
I heard it.
Okay, now this is the main reason I'm showing this and put this video together, because this is my thermal footage. When I was feeling that and Mike was feeling the pressure on his ears, and then he came back out and we walked down a little further, and then I started losing the feeling that we were being watched. It started going away. So we had went down a little further, and then we had went off trail a little bit, and then we came back around and we were coming back past this area, and I stopped and was filming it some more, and I was filming it with the thermal footage here. So I want to show you this. When I filmed it with the thermal footage, you can see the trees close to me. You can see them real good detail, but behind them, back in here, that tree area where I felt like it was, you can see it's real foggy looking on the thermal. Alright, so I'm going to show this part of the thermal. I'm going to show you that now. Okay, and now I'm going to back up and I'm going to show you the thermal footage before that, where you can see when I'm moving it's a little blurry, but when I stop it really gets clear. But you can see all the trees in the background. You can see Desi, Mike, that was Mike and Kaylin, but you can see all the trees here in the background. So I'm going to show you this footage here. This is the thermal footage before I got up to where we were feeling like I was being watched, and where we got the foggy thermal. Alright, so just for comparisons, here it is again. This is the area back in there, and look how foggy it's looking on the thermal. It's not picking up any details. Look, as I get past it, it was picking up some details back there, but all this in here, it's not picking up any details other than the trees right here in front of me. See that? And there's that big tree back there, you can barely see it, and all the rest of it back there looks foggy looking. And then right here, look, this is the next time I use the thermal. This is the very next thermal time that I use it. Look at all the detail back in there. So this was my very next time I used the thermal after the foggy images. So it shows you there's nothing wrong with the thermal. Look at all the stuff way in the back, all the details of the trees and stuff.